And yes, in this bonkers world, last Sunday, Easter Sunday, was also National Weed Day, in which devotees expressed their fondness for inhaling the cannabis plant with what in New York can only be described as religious fervour.
Oh my God!
Not to be outdone, north of the border, you could be forgiven for thinking they'd been smoking something or other, as Canadian Liberals showed their support for the unelected Prime Minister Mark Carney. Yes, but what does this mean?
Canada's already great. Elbows up.
I didn't really follow the elbows up. Can you explain?
Not really.
We're saying elbows up. It means that we're prepared to fight, that you're messing with us, you're messing with Canadians. We're not standing for it.
For the sake of Canada, let's hope they elect Pierre Poilievre in 3 days' time. But more importantly, what's going on with women in this mad and crazy world of ours? It seems I'm not the only one to be slightly concerned.
Rights, but we can't define what a woman is. But also men can be women. And no uterus, no opinion, but also men can get pregnant. Men are oppressing us, but also it's okay if biological men take over our spaces and our sports. Women are so over-sexualized in this culture, but it's empowering if women are the ones sexualizing themselves. Are you guys quite done yet? Like, are you okay?
Are you okay? Great question. She does have a point, but I think I may have noticed a bit of a pattern emerging. It seems the rise of Donald Trump has truly driven left-leaning women completely bonkers.
I found out today that somebody that I work with is a conservative, and he's somebody who's really intelligent, and he's somebody who works in climate tech as a super smart guy, somebody I would never have thought was conservative, and apparently he is. And it's surprising, and it's disgusting. But what's most surprising to me is the level of sudden hatred that I have for him. Sudden hatred for this man who I used to respect suddenly just went boop, and I hate him now.
Boop! Yep, that's how easy it is for otherwise normal-looking lefty women to go completely insane with TDS. Let's try another one.
What are we going to do with the everyday MAGA person that didn't technically break the law? Because I can't care about them, respect them, or even share a meal with these people ever again. So what do we do with them?
Oh dear, what are we going to do with over half the American population, you may as well ask. That's a rational question, almost as level-headed as this young lady.
Can I rant on here? How are you in a church celebrating in America right now?
In a church! Maybe her boyfriend forgot to give her any chocolate Easter eggs this Easter, and this young woman seems to be dissatisfied with the work practices at her local Starbucks.
I will not leave your store. You have been asked very loudly about your family's contracts. You do not live on this salary. Goodbye, with the understanding I have quietly.
For others, capitalism appears to be the problem.
Every single one of our problems can be traced back to capitalism and some asshole who wanted to make more money by doing less, and oh my God, we have enough.
Oh my God, some might ask, are modern left-wing women, why are they so crazy? Or maybe they're not mad enough.
Y'all ain't mad enough for me. They are sending people to the camps now. If you've ever asked yourself what you would have done, now time! Now time! Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Now's the
We hear you all right. However, it does seem some women are concerned about what effect this outbreak of left-wing insanity is having on men.
You know why a lot of men laugh at women and treat us like we're idiots?
They're dicks.
Okay, no, they're not dicks. Majority of men have to deal with women like this.
For other left-wing women of whatever definition, it's the thought of a job that can prove unsettling.
If I wanted to work, I would work, obviously, but I don't want to. So I'm not going to. And you telling me to get a job is not going to change that.
Let's be honest, finding a decent job can be a real pain.
I swear to God, the only way to get a job as a teenager is to know somebody. Because the only job I'm actually getting an interview for, my friend works at. And the only reason she works there is because her mom works there.
Can't think why, but whatever you do, don't blame those nose rings. Nonetheless, these days, many left-wing women do seem to have an overwhelming sense of entitlement.
Day 5, no food. And nobody has sent me $1. I've lost my food stamps. I've lost my cash benefits. Section 8 is on hold. My disability checks are on hold. I have almost 200,000 followers, and I can't get one person to send me 50 cents. One person.
But you can't get any madder than this. Actually, I stand corrected.
You've probably heard about this Supreme Court's ruling on the definition of the word woman. This will have some real serious implications. It will have some consequences.
As for the court ruling she mentioned, it appears many transgenders are determined to occupy the toilet of their own choosing.
Why my business is none of your business?
Why my business is none of your business? Why would you have business is none of your business?
And indeed, the young left-wing, ever so compassionate actress Emma Watson of Harry Potter fame clearly agrees.
What would you say? I don't want to dwell on this for too long, but what would you say to those people who would have an issue sharing a public bathroom with me?
Oh my goodness. I would say that's another human being.
By the way, speaking of actresses, here's the new Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine, Queen of France from 1137 to 1152, as portrayed in a new woke BBC drama series.
Eleanor of Aquitaine, my name's Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine. 3 sons, they all want to reign. My name's Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine. Oh, 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 no, no. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, now there's some historical accuracy for you. I'm sure they've done Eleanor of Aquitaine's memory justice. And speaking of insufferably woke actresses, the Disney star of Snow White has suddenly found herself the victim of all sorts of hilarious online memes, where they have substituted her voice using AI. For those Joe Biden fans out there, this is my absolute favourite.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Fantastic. But back to today's modern women, and here's 2 great Aussie Sheilas who, you may or may not have guessed, are identical twins, and they've swept the globe.
One guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there and he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, "Run, he's got a gun." And our heart started to pound, and I said, "Oh, Mum."
Run, he's got a... I just love those 2. But is there any hope for young women in today's mad and crazy world? You bet there is, especially if they're anywhere near as bright as this young girl, a genius legal mind in the making, if ever there was one.
On Father's Day, it's representing all the fathers on the world. And you don't want to say Happy Father's Day. I said Happy Father's Day to my dad to represent him. And you don't want to represent your daddy. That's being ugly to your dad.
No, I'm going to tell him Happy Father's Day, but I want you to tell him too.
No, that's weird. We ain't sisters. Ain't Pooh and you. Yeah, y'all are sisters. Y'all could tell each other Happy Father's Day to your daddy, but I ain't going to, because that's not my father. It's my papa.
Brilliant. Looks like there's still hope for womankind yet in this world gone mad.